Hi everyone, this is Shao-Chuan. I'm going to present the homework 9, probability and stochastic, the problem 1. So here's the question. They give us the W of t, and the expectation. The W of t is a stochastic process with expectation of W of t, which is equal to 0, and the correlation of T1, T2 is equal to alpha multiplied minima T1 and T2. And here's the definition for the y of t, which is equal to the w of t minus w of t minus 1 for t is larger and equal to 1, or 0 for elsewhere. So the first question is to ask us to find the expectation of y of t. So according to the definition, the y of t is equal to w of t minus w t minus 1. And then we can observe that since the expectation of w of t is equal to 0, so the whole thing, the expectation of y of t is equal to 0 as well. So move on to the correlation of ry of t1, t2. So we just put the t1, t2 into this formula and multiply both of them, and then we we expand the four terms as the following. So according to the previous definition, the question gave us the given, so we can get the alpha and then multiply the whole thing. And then here's the situation that we have faced is that we have to discuss the different condition for the boundary of the T1 and T2. So here we have two conditions for discussion. So the first condition is that when the T2 is less than T1 and the T2 is less than T1 minus 1. So here's the figure, and then we can get the priority from this figure. So for the first term, the minima T1, T2 is equal to T2 since we define the T2 is less than T1. So similarly, we can get the remaining result from the condition, and also it's helpful for us to get the result from observing this figure. And then the second condition is that when the T2 is less than T1 and T2 is larger than T1 minus 1. So here's the figure. So then we can see we do the same method from the previous condition, then we can get the result. And then with all cases consideration, we got the correlation is equal to 0 when the T1 minus T2 is larger than 1, and equal to alpha multiplied 1 minus T1 and T2 absolute value. So we can say that the y of t is WSS from the result.